Elsewhere, a soup kitchen and food bank has opened in a suburb of Nasarawa State to provide cooked meals and give raw foods to the less privileged while also empowering them with skills. Courtesy of a non-government organization, the goal is to reduce poverty and contribute to the attainment of zero hunger, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 2 in Nigeria. Senior correspondent Joke Adisa has more.
Highlights of the 2022 Multidimensional Poverty Index (MPI) survey released by the National Bureau of Statistics in November 2022 showed that 63% of persons living in Nigeria, representing 133 million people, are multidimensionally poor. Similarly, the World Bank, in its latest Poverty and Prosperity Report, said Nigeria contributed 3 million people to global extreme poverty by the reasoning of worsening economic power.
Now we can also talk to our partners.
This is Nasarawa, one of the suburbs of Nasarawa State. Indigent women, men, children, and the youth living around here are invited through the local authorities to provide them with some respite. Daily rise in prices of commodities and diminishing incomes have combined to stop many from living a life they desire. Inspire World International Foundation is the brainchild of a couple who say they were called to put smiles on the faces of the poor. The aim, they say, is to contribute significantly to drastic reduction in the number of poor people in the nation. They also hope to assist in the attainment of Goal 2 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, tagged Zero Hunger, by 2030 by giving free meals and raw food at least once a week.
This is a place we are working on in the next 2 years. We've rented this place to be able to address hunger issues, and there are 3 areas that we are working on. The first is to be able to provide nutritious cooked meal for people. So they just come in, it's like a restaurant, they come in and eat food for free. And then as they are going, they get raw food as well that they can go home and cook for their families.
Goal is to attempt to eradicate hunger, to attempt to deal with the food insecurity issues in this country, to make sure that at least households have food to eat. And one of the ways that we're doing this is not just to cook and to serve food, but there's also an agricultural aspect to this, where we'll be collaborating with farmers starting next year, and we can plant some of these crops, plant the rice, plant the beans, work with farmers, harvest this food so it's sustainable.
62-year-old Shaibu Saraki is one of the beneficiaries of the free meal. The retired civil servant eats with relish and is full of gratitude to the organizers. Life has indeed been tough on him since his retirement as a security officer in 2006. His family of 7 lives on the meager earnings of his petty trader wife and proceeds from his little farming. Like Shaibu Saraki, Halis Bulus, a hairdresser and mother of 3, says a void has been filled in her life with this initiative.
I enjoy it because I know this NGO that are helping people, and it is where Nigeria support to be due to the poor people, more than enjoying themselves.
There are some equipment that we need in the shop. In fact, we need more ideas on how to do the business. How will you go? What did you do? How to even advertising our handwork in order for us to have more customers and take care of our family.
24-year-old Ellen Alex is a secondary school graduate. She says the opportunity provided by the foundation will help her to learn a trade while waiting for university admission.
I want them to assist me more on going more further in my learning of hairdressing, because I've heard them say they are going to teach on all of these skills.
The community is grateful for the kind gesture.
Truly, I'm very excited and very happy. And I'm very, very grateful for this program today. Because of this program, I hope many of our women in Kabai, they will not forget this program till the end of this world.
Beyond the weekly meals and the raw food, the foundation hopes to provide healthcare services, skills acquisition in such areas as bead making, hairdressing, shoemaking, and tailoring to empower women and the youth as a way of reducing poverty rates in Nigeria and achieving zero hunger by 2030 in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Joke Adisa. TVC News, Abuja.